There we go. Alright. Looks like we're up and running. There we go. Sweet. That just reminded me I need to change the game audio. It's a little bit overpowering for the stream. Sweet. I'm very close to getting the adult. I'm at 96.7%. He said he's near Great Falls. Oh my gosh, why'd you do this to me? What are my coordinates right now? I'm currently at negative 173 by negative 63. Gonna refresh this. Negative 173 by negative 63. Okay, right along the rivers. I actually don't know where Great Falls is. It's a Utah Raptor. I don't know what that AI was. Negative 262 by 521. Oh dang, he's like super far. Oof. He is a long ways out. Sounds like more than one of those. I think I might try to go get those. Get that Utah. What's up? Happy big dino time. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I'm almost 100%, 97.9%, and then I'll be an adult. Arcane's not on at the moment. He might be jumping on in a little bit. Not sure. Yeah. There was a Utah raptor over here earlier. I'm probably not going to catch him. I probably shouldn't try hunting him. I don't know, I kind of feel like I should go up there and try to kill him. After walking in completely the opposite direction for the last 8 minutes. Yeah, they're fast. The hip flex. It's a very defined muscle there, isn't it? How the heck did I get over here? I don't even know what I did. Is he down to the canyon? Where is this guy? It's definitely that way. I have to be careful, it gets really laggy up on these rocks for some reason. Yeah, I think he's down in the canyon. Oof. I'd love to know how to... Yeah. It's these weird rock textures. As soon as you step onto them, like, yeah, you can see that. the heck? Trying to like get a camera angle down there. Oh, I think there's an Oro over here, an AI. I need to find whatever this is. If it's an Oro, I'm happy because they give you like a weird amount of food. It's the little black and white ones. Yeah. Might be a Velociraptor. Which gives terrible amount of food. What's my growth at? 98.5. Hi, cat. Yes, I know you exist. You've reminded me 13 times this evening. Okay, I'm getting closer to whatever this thing is. I hear it moving. Are you right in front of me and I can't see you? Oh, there it is. Praise God. That'll be enough food to tide me over for a while. Thank you, Jesus, for that bountiful harvest. Thank you, thank you. Hmm. 98.9%. Ooh, it's gonna get dark soon, I think. Yep. So close. Yeah, they're people that are in my party or group or whatever, but they are extremely far away, so kind of trying to mosey on that way, but They're on my team, bro. I'm not sure what's making that noise. 99.3. Team Dino to the moon. I don't even understand that. But I'll take it. Oh. I thought they were going to Mars. Scrats? I have no idea what's going on. I'm like stupid tired. I don't know how late I'm going to be able to last tonight. My sister-in-law and her husband are in town, so we hung out with them today after work and went swimming, and swimming just like sucks the life out of you, you know? I hear a Carnotaurus in the distance. The first meme to the moon, that's hilarious. Ooh, that was a loud text message. The only thing with Carnotaurus is they're almost never alone. Could definitely take him as a full grown. Carnotaurus seems to have really high bleed damage as well. I don't know if I could take him or not. I might be able to as a sub-adult, probably. Oh yeah, I understood that reference. They were like big chunky boys in Dinosaur. They're like skinny and fast in this game. Especially in Arima. They'll outrun a Utah Raptor, but they're not as agile. Like they can't turn as sharp as a Utah can. Ooh, 99.6%. Shotoro Sakara. Oof, that's pretty. I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. Yeah, they did. Those things were menacing. And they looked as big as a T-Rex in the movie. I know they're not anywhere near that in real life, but well, I'm kind of stuck on this side of the canyon, so we'll see how this works out. Fire. I remember when I was a kid, I thought that movie looked so realistic. Because it was just on standard definition at the time. They didn't have HD yet. So like everything looked good. Yep. Mitchell was actually talking about that last night. Yeah, I watched it not too long ago. It still looks pretty good. It's just easier to tell that it's CGI. When I was a kid, I was like, wow, it looks like... I thought it... Obviously, I knew it wasn't like actual dinosaurs, but it looked live action. Well, I think it's because they used live action backdrops and then they animated the dinosaurs into it. So it technically kind of was, but... It was very, very convincing at the time. Oh, it's so dark. Yeah. Oh, that is a footprint. That little yellow spot. Those are my footprints. Oh, just a single footprint out in the woods. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, right. That's something that's a lot better in Avrima. The sense of smell, way better. I am a full-grown Rexy boy. But I will still continue to... Ooh, thank God. I will still get bigger. Sounds like he's directly ahead of me. hear it moving. Can't see, can't see. Wait, where the frick did the body go? Wow, that was it. Thanks. So now, as an adult Rex, you can't really regain stamina while you walk. You have to rest. It's a balancing thing, you know. Big heavy steps, that's right. The lighting effect on the eyes is really good. That's right. How was that? No, I think it's an actual just Velociraptor. It's an AI. It's so small it's not hardly worth anything, but the Rex has such a fast metabolism that I just like to eat anything if I can. There he is. That was literally it. You get that little sliver. Yeah, it was a velociraptor. Yeah, very dramatic. Those things will mess you up as a baby, though, because they get aggressive. They'll try to kill you. And they'll, like, tail ride you. It's hard to turn around very quickly as a T-Rex, even as a baby. So, like, you have to be really aggressive with them before they start tailing you around and just chomping you in the tail. Baby Rex is pretty stinking small. I'm trying to think of... Oh, crap. That's a rock. I'm trying to think of what I would compare him to. Smaller than a Utahraptor. They are smaller than those Avaceratops. Those little... You know, the bigger kill that I got just a minute ago. The Baby Rexes are smaller than those. Probably about half the size of one of those. But there's also two different kinds of juvenile. There's the one where you just start off as, where you just spawn as a T-Rex, like a new one. But you can also do nesting in this game. So if you're a female Rex, you can make a nest, you can lay eggs, and you can invite different players to spawn as a hatchling. And those ones are even smaller. If I understand right, they can't even fight. Like, they can't bite or anything like that. They're entirely dependent on food either being brought to them or stuff that they find on their own. But it's intended to have it so, like, the mother dino is raising them. There's certain benefits to it, though. Like, it's a heck of a lot easier to grow up as a juvenile Rex if you have an adult Rex taking care of you. Oh, this is pretty. I wish YouTube's streaming quality didn't suck, because I can actually see this right here. And it's really pretty. Like the night. I agree. Yeah, crap, there's a big old canyon. There's that big fake bridge over there, and I don't know how to cross over. I really don't know how to cross over. Oh, I need water. I just walked past him, I think. I don't like that at all. I think it was an herbivore. It might have been a... I'm probably going to mess it up. A Shantungosaurus. It's a gigantic hadrosaur that's even bigger than a T-Rex. But I'm not sure. It did not sound like a carnivore, though. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's Shantungosaurus. But I don't know. Come on. Oh, there is water there. Okay, good. I need a drink. Yeah, it might be actually. It's true. Asia is a big old continent. One game that has a lot of Chinese dinosaurs, it was Jurassic World Evolution. That game's a lot of fun. I actually have that game installed. It's kind of a blast. I really enjoyed it. And they just announced a sequel this week. Oh, God, that butterfly scared me. There's something here. It'd be nice if the sound effects for the water were working correctly. Yeah, that's fun. I need some food, man. It's time consuming to play, but once you unlock everything, it's kind of fun. You get to customize your own park, obviously. It's a good time. Yeah, kinda. It just depends, because, it's definitely just, a relaxing game. It's not a very action-y type game. The most action-y it can get is when you get, really temperamental dinosaurs. Some of them have very particular social needs and spacing needs and stuff. And if they get... Ooh, thank you, Jesus. If they get below a certain amount of comfort, they'll break out. Well, he's not using stamina now. He's just walking. Looks like it spawned a bunch of little critters for me. I hear an Orosaurus or whatever it's called. It's not Ornithomimus. Oro, whatever. Yeah, it's a park builder. But, it was kind of excuse me. One of the criticisms against it, which I think is actually valid, is there's not a lot of creative customization to it. You can customize the layout of your park, but there wasn't a whole lot of decorating options. Hold on, let me focus on hearing this thing because I definitely need to eat. Nice. Thank you. Oh, cool, there's another one. I lost it. Oh, sweet. I can't see. Oh, there we go. No, I came very, very close the other day, about a week ago. Actually had a really good run with that Rex. I came so close to starving when I was a sub-adult. And I had the ability to grow. But obviously you can get slowed down. Or I was right on the edge, something like that. I think, no, I had the ability to grow, but I didn't have enough food. And you consume food faster when you're grown, obviously, because a T-Rex needs more food. So I didn't want to just transition over. And then I was getting chased by... Well, I wasn't exactly getting chased. My buddy was being hunted by a team of Dilophosaurus. I think there was like 3 of them. Maybe more. I think I saw 2 or 3. But again, I was trying to get food, so I was hunting food, and then I heard them, because they were chatting, and whenever they talk in the chat, the animal will actually vocalize, so you can hear when people are talking. And I could hear them in the trees, so I hid. Actually tried to like soft hunt them, but they kind of avoided me. And I ended up finding a bunch of AIs, and then I found a lake just over the little mountain slash hill that I was hanging out on. And there was a lot of life there. But I was mostly living off bots and got my hunger level fixed. And then I logged on later that night, and there was a T-Rex there that just ambushed me and killed me like right after I logged in, like 1 or 2 minutes after I logged in. And I was like, man, if I had just like not logged on that night and logged on the next day, I would have totally avoided that guy. But so I never fully starved to death as him. I've starved to death as a lot of Utah Raptors, and I think I've starved to death as young T-Rex before, like a juvenile. This version of the game, the legacy version, seems to be really good at spawning AI for you if you need it. Just because, fortunately, the devs understood that you can have all the players on one side of the map and it'll spawn you on the other side, and there's not really like a skill-based problem to that. It's not something that you can really solve with skill. Sometimes it's just that they need to populate the map so you have something to eat. Yeah, I think in a few minutes I'll jump over to Jurassic World Evolution. I'll keep the stream going and I'll just switch games. I'll show you that. Because this is also stressful. Like, it's fun getting a full-grown T-Rex and you're really powerful, but there's also a part of you that's like, wow, this took me about 4 hours of game time to do, and you get really nervous that something's going to come along and destroy it, just like I was telling you happened the other day. Oh wow, 2 Rexes down there. Yeah, they're in a very populated area and it makes me nervous. There's 2 other Tyrannosaurs. Stories. That's a Utahraptor. Oh sweet, the sun's up, finally. Wow, that's some lag. Come on now, dang it. Trying to remember how to take screenshots. Alt F1. Nailed it. No, there's other apex predators. There's Spinosaurus. There's Giganotosaurus. There's, I don't know how to say it. I actually don't know what it's called. Acrocanthosaurus. That Utahraptor's close. Utahraptors I could take, so I might try to ambush him and get some nums. Triceratops can mess you up. Stegosaurus can mess you up. Dilophosaurus can actually mess you up because they'll do that tail ride thing where they just get behind you and they'll just sit there and chomp you. They kind of just abuse the game mechanic where you can't turn around. One-on-one you can if you have the skill for it. And by skill I mean if you just have a good understanding of the game mechanics and don't get too hot-headed about it. No, Utah would be super easy. It's like a 1-shot or 2-shot kill, I think. But if there's a group of them, they can just kind of nip at you. I don't know if they have the speed. They're definitely faster, obviously. Something going on over here. Yeah, there's definitely stuff going on that way. Yeah, I mean, there's more, but these guys are talking about how... Whatever that is sounds close. Yeah, the Rexes on my team are saying that there's another squad, there's another pair of Rexes. I definitely hear Utah Raptors. I don't know what the other closer sounding noise was. It's close by. That was close. Unless it's freaking like monkey noises in the trees. This is a cool area. I'm actually pretty stinking close to these guys, because at least I think I am. Yeah, their name tags are moving without me moving around. And they said they have food over there. I just don't want to run into the other Rexes. Whatever the hell that is really close and it's irritating me. Oh gosh, yeah, there's something right in here. It's a Utah Raptor. Oh yeah, there's a Utah right across the river. Dang it. There's a couple of them. Oh, it's a number, it's a whole family of them. I don't know if I can get onto that little outcrop that they're on though. Nope. They've got a jumping advantage onto that. I don't think I can get to them there. Yeah, it's bad. I'll break my leg. That guy's name is Sugma. That's hilarious. Yeah, you'll break your leg. And or just completely die. All damage is retarded on this game. Oh, are they like up on this ridiculous mountain? I don't know why I haven't run into any AIs lately. Lots of animal sounds, that's right. Most of these noises are just the Utah Raptors talking to each other, but... irritating. The rain's not helping because I can't smell when it's raining. Yeah, I'll be alright. What is that? Awfully odd shaped rock. Oh, scary. Scary slope. Is that a friggin' dinosaur? If it is, I can't tell what it is. Like a log propped up on a rock? Oh gosh. Let's go this way then. Jesus. Jesus, I need you. Thank you, Lord. Well, you just saw it. I started sliding down. Like I said, the fall damage in this game, it's badly done. The physics for that kind of thing are just bad. So you can slide down like 12 feet, and if you slide slightly too fast, you'll break a leg, and it's a bad time. Sweet, he's moving pretty fast on my screen. That's good news. I heard a Dryosaurus screaming. Yeah, the paranoises. Fortunately, I don't think it was an Apex. Lord, give me some food. Yeah, look how fast these guys are moving around on my screen. They're just over this ridge, it has to be. There's lots of little critters around. Oh. Okay. I can't believe he just teased me like that. Down by the caves. Oh, there's some stegosaurs. There's some triceratops. They can't camp bodies, it's illegal. Wow, this is busy. Oh, there's a sauropod of some sort. Triceratops ground chicken made me nervous. Oh gosh. Eat the food. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Work. Please stop lagging. It's just not gonna work. You're not gonna let me eat. Not gonna let me eat this, is it? No. Wow, this is cool. I've never seen all this. Suchomimus or Baryonyx over there. That's a body. Thank God. God, that's so scary, all these noises. Really? Why would he even try that? That was a what a freaking punk. You freaking punk. Come on, seriously? How is that thing not dead? Thank God. Whew. Bleed's not so bad. I'll be alright. Whew. Hey Arcane, sorry. Yeah, I saw that you were in the game. Let me send you an invite. Wait, I don't see you in the game. I saw that you were playing the Isle a minute ago. Nikta. 3.3. I've had plenty of broken legs, Brecken. I might have broken... I fought a Spinosaurus a week or so back and I killed him. I don't know if I broke his legs or not. I think the guy that we were just fighting, he had a broken leg. That's why he wasn't able to get away. He was limping really hard. Get up. That guy gave me a lot of food. Praise God. Mitchell, I sent you an invite. I don't know if you saw it. Oh, you're in my group. Oh, whoa. Oh my God, did my teammate just leave? Ah! I don't want to be here alone. I don't want to be here alone. I don't want to be here alone. I hate not being able to see. Oh, sorry, Mitchell. Let me, I forgot I'm not on Discord. I was like, why can't I talk to Mitchell? Sorry, I forgot that Discord existed for about 5 minutes.
What's up?
Hey, it's your boy. Smash that like button and hit the notifications bell. The bell, hit it so that subscriptions don't really matter because the algorithms. So you gotta hit the bell and comment your favorite paleobotany book. Did you see that skirmish we got in, Mitchell? On the YouTubes?
Nope, only got the tail end of it.
Well, that was about it. We were chasing some stuff. I was starving to death, so I was kind of desperate. So, but yeah, apparently I found out where all the people hang out, and apparently this is where they always hang out. This is Great Falls, which I've never spent any time in, but it's a freaking... There's herds, there's predators everywhere. There's Camarasaurus, like the Brontosaurus things everywhere. There's a herd of Triceratops, or at least one Triceratops, I don't know. There's also some Tyrannosaurs everywhere, and then I had a buddy that was with me, and he literally just disappeared. But yeah, I was chasing some... I don't know if they were a young Tyrannosaurus or young Gigas or something like that. I think they were young Tyrannosaurs, like subadults. But there was 2 or 3 of them. And something came up behind me and started biting me in the butt. Got some bleed damage on me. But they're faster, so it was hard to chase them down. But my buddy came and broke their leg, and we finished them off. For the win.
So I'm not too irritated about the first death, though it was
Unnecessary and rude.
Well, it was also very suspicious because I was going through the rules, and I don't think I could call them out for a specific violation because I don't have concrete evidence that they were teaming with the herbivores, but also I think they were teaming with the herbivores.
Gotcha.
And those are the exact same herbivores that later Revenge killed. You know what I mean? So I think they're just like all a group of friends.
Yeah, it could be.
But no, the T-Rex was laughably bad because I had a broken leg from garbage physics. Yep. And so what I did is I ran up to what I knew would actually be a sketchy position, and he ran up behind me, and then I just did like a loop and was able to get behind him, and had his friend not been there to save him, like he would have died because he tried sprinting.
Yeah.
And ended up breaking his leg as well.
Well, you might have
And
broke
was
his
just-
leg unless you saw him like physically break it.
No, I saw him
Gotcha.
floop down the hill. But yeah, no, because the reason why I was suspicious is because the carnivores were hungry. You know what I mean? That much was clear. And the Triceratops, what was happening is there are 3 full grown, and they're just calling because I spawned in at night and I just hear them and they're just circling this mountain calling. being super loud. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's weird. But daytime rolled around, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and see what the deal is. And they're just like hugging this tree line. It's a really large tree line. You know what I mean? And there are 3 that are centered up together, the full-growns calling. And then there are a bunch of small herbivores. 2 of them were trikes, some of them weren't. Just roaming, like way away from them. And I'm just like, I'm gonna go pick one of those off. And so, you know, I crouch, I walk, they're still calling. And then the T-Rex popped out and ignored the herbivores.
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm just like, look, that feels like some crap. That feels really suspicious to me.
You think maybe they were screaming because they were saying, "Oh, there's a Rex here. We'll tell you where he's at. We'll call out."
No, because it wouldn't have been. I thought it wasn't the loud cough. They're just in group chat.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like they're literally they were roaming the mountain, just constantly loud calling,
Gotcha.
which I thought broke server rules. Like that was more suspicious than what the Rexes did.
What you thought? What broke server was?
To just repeatedly call.
Yeah, but if
You know
they
what I
were
mean?
if they were chatting, then it just makes noise when they chat. Is that what you're saying?
No, they're doing their, like you can hear them for forever away. They're hitting like number 3
I
or
thought you
4
were
or
saying
whatever.
vice versa. So they were like hitting the one button essentially. Gotcha.
Yeah, they were being as loud as they could because I could hear them from the other side of the mountain. You know what I mean? Because they started next to me and then they circled this mountain, all the while doing the loudest calls that they had as a group, just like my child is doing currently. But yeah, it was just a weird setup. You know what I mean? And then playing with Hayden, and we got that same group, and they had a whatever the giant bird-looking thing is with
theory.
them. And he got that, and while we're healing up and eating it,
You killed a theory? Oh wow.
Yeah. And while we were healing up, or whatever it was, I just assumed it's a theory. Yeah, no. While we're eating it and healing up and stuff, the group of Triceratops, and it was the same one, same design. It was, you know, a white one, a red and black one, and another one. Just kept chasing us.
Yeah, they're not allowed to aggro on predators. They're allowed to defend their territory. They're allowed to defend their nest, but they're not allowed to like go hunting predators, regardless of revenge kill. That's its own rule. You're not allowed to revenge kill, but that's outside of their character profile. Unless you were like specifically in like their established turf or whatever, which it sounds like you were not. Since you spawned.
But yeah, no. So that was rude and annoying and ridiculous. But at that time, he was full grown. I was just about to hit subadult, and so that was annoying. And then I spawned in, died, and then spawned in and was killed off a spawn beach. And that's when I was just like, this game,
Oof.
I can't. Oh yeah, I died because I killed, I don't even know what it was. I was just starving, and a dinosaur ran in front of me, and I was just like, chomp. Killed it in one chomp. And then his friend came over and chomped me and killed me. I was just like, that's garbage.
Yeah, that's
I was
against the
like,
rules, too.
you can't do that.
Unless you had already eaten the body.
I had not. I don't even know where the body went. Because he came and I heard him coming, and I was just like, nope. And he just ran right by the body and chomped me. And I'm just like, okay, that's 2 in a row. I'm like, I'm super small though, so I wasn't super salty about that. You know what I mean? I was like, it's ridiculous, but it's not going to ruin the game for me. And then I spawned at Spawn Beach. And I was just like, hey, new spawn. That's super cool. I'm very far away from where I was. I was like, I'm not around that, you know. Those groups, probably not going to be around any toxic players. Let me just go ahead and get eaten.
It's the base.
Ooh, this is a steep incline.
I don't know how to get... You're forever away. I'm probably not going to be on much longer. Freaking right. But yeah, I got full adult. I am currently 93.8% of just like full adult size. Because once you hit adult, you'll continue to grow. I know I've said that probably 3 times, but... I don't know if you redeemed it. It was a while back, but Epic gave out Jurassic World Evolution for free. So I have that on PC. It's pretty fun, even though I played it on Xbox and I have it on Nintendo Switch. But I knew that the Switch would be like a downgrade in graphics, but I didn't know how much. I don't understand it, but the Switch has like less processing power when it's not docked. So when it's handheld, which is what I was excited to play the game in, it's like, it's not that it's like more, it's not like it has more polygon angles or whatever. What's that called? The aliasing. I figured it would be that, like a downgrade in textures, maybe a downgrade in the aliasing, whatever. But it's actually just like added like a veneer of like out of focus fuzziness. But it's a feature, it's not a bug. Like that's how they chose to handle it, is to just make everything completely blurry. And whenever you dock it, it goes back to normal, and then it has like acceptable graphics. But the whole point that I bought the game was to have the game on handheld because I thought it'd be fun, but it's like annoying to try to look at.
My child is very weaky, being super loud, so I'm trying to keep her quiet. But I think I'm just going to spend the most of the time muted here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this would be a great place to grow your character or a terrible place. There's lots of food, lots of prey, lots of gore, like everywhere. So you could, in theory, live off of it, but there's clearly creatures that have produced that gore by killing things and killing lots of things. So could be like a high risk, high reward, but there's a river, there's obviously a lot of food, so it produces a lot of bots as well. But Brecken, are you still here? It says we have 4 people. Trying to figure out the best way to... Come on, just like give me something to work with as far as sunlight so I can see down there. Moonlight. I guess I'm going this way. It's got a pretty sick screenshot.
Alrighty, and we try again. Yeah, my child just not gonna let me play. And those juvies just starve too quickly.
Yeah, that's okay. Why is it? It's lagging so bad.
Yeah, I'm just now seeing it on the stream.
It's like, thank God the guy was like slow to what was going on or something. I don't know. Gone without a trace.
Oh yeah, I was just a juvie on the beach and I heard something large and loud.
Did you really?
Yes.
And then the guy says, "Yo, it's not allowed." Yeah, just killed juvies on the beach. Good call. Not true. I got killed at the beach as a juvie. This guy says. Oh, I think my headphones just died. Yeah. Say something though. Let me test out my computer's audio. Crap. I'm not picking up your audio on my speakers, which is kind of weird. Because the game is working through my speakers. Hold on, Mitchell. Okay, try that. Something
words.
fucking... Oh my gosh. Something killed me while I was messing with the audio. Are you kidding me? I'm so angry. I don't even know what did it. Justice is dead. In what world, the 20 seconds that I go out, I'm dead. That's so stupid. Ugh. I can't believe that. And I can't even pull up the stream and see what did it because I was in the other menu. Why would I do that? It's my fault. Ugh, I'm heartbroken. But yeah, I can hear your I can hear you through the speaker now, which is nice.
I'll be right back. Just gotta go make her a bottle.
Okay. That color kind of makes it look like a turd. These presets are all the same. How do I save a preset? Oh, save. Did I? Alright, so... That's so annoying. That guy just got a T-Rex kill because of a technicality. I just sat there and let him kill me. Congratulations. These are terrible tactical colors. That's pretty cool, actually. So annoying. So annoying.
I had no audio.
Yeah. Nothing matters. Justice is dead.
Feels bad.
Feels bad. Well, I spawned on the beach. I don't know if your human child is still interfering, but
She is. She's
cool,
pretty
cool,
bad
cool.
about that.
Cool. If that's the case, for entertainment's sake, for a few minutes at least, I'm going to switch over to Jurassic World Evolution. There you are, Brecken. I thought you left. I was talking to you earlier. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out, man. I'll see you in the meeting. How do I want to do that? No, I'm not trying to select the game to play, but you're going to do it anyways. I want to... Good night, bro. Brecken. I do like this game. I'm excited to play the game. I'm gonna have another
Together, we can create a more authentic version of our dinosaurs. That means a complete genome. And I think you
I
are
wonder
up
if
to the
this game has
challenge.
controller settings.
Don't disappoint.
It's got to. Also, I don't know what I'm doing.
Good! Your first expedition team is out. They'll bring back what they find to the Fossil Center for extraction. Your job is simple, really. Create dinosaurs which attract visitors to your facilities, brings in capital, money, huh? Which means you can do more research to build better facilities and create more dinosaurs, and there you go. A circle of life, development and resources, nature and commerce. See? Simple.
I heard a meme that's probably not as funny as I think it is. But you know when Ben Shapiro went viral for the Boy Scouts clip?
No, I don't.
What? Why can't a girl be in the boys? Or yeah, no, a girl can't be in the Boy Scouts. It's for boys. Where does it say that in the name Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heard one with the I forget his name, but the guy who went on Stephen Colbert.
Jon Stewart.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, here, let me read it. Coronavirus was created at the coronavirus lab in Wuhan. Where does it say that? In the name Coronavirus Lab.
You should extract genomes from fossils that have been collected inside your fossil center. That will increase the amount of viable data you have to create dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, it definitely has controller options. I'm just gonna plug in my controller. Because this game is kind of annoying to play with the mouse, actually.
Why?
The controls just aren't very intuitive.
Gotcha. Any way
And
to change
also,
keybinds
I don't
to
know.
make it more intuitive?
You could, but I just, how do I say it? With this specific format, since it's the park builder thing, it's easier. It's just to drag down the map. You have to like move your mouse, click it, and like literally drag across the map, or I can just hit my cursor in a specific direction. So much better. So much better. I also know what all the buttons are. Okay.
I really hate when game review websites will post a video about a game and never mention the name. This game is Pokemon with guns. And it's got like all these clips and it looks super, interesting and whatnot. And I had to go to another gaming site to find another review where it finally tells me what the name is, called Palworld. But it's just, I don't get why if you're advertising a game, just like in the top left or top right somewhere, just have a little box with a name, Like that should be fairly generic.
Because they want you to click the website to read more.
That's terrible.
Yep.
And I refuse. Which, you know what's funny? They've actually done studies on like websites and stuff because you know websites still make a lot of their money off of ads and whatnot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Using the little like eye tracker
things
things,
about you. I'm in
your
charge of the entertainment
brain
division.
is basically
What is the world's
trained
greatest
to
show if no
ignore
one sees it?
advertisements.
Don't answer.
People almost
Rhetorical
never look at
and
banners.
painfully
If an
obvious.
ad pops up that
What I'm
covers the
saying is
whole
that we
screen, they
need
immediately start
people
searching
in
for the
our
X,
parties.
usually starting in the
Fill up
top
our
right.
facilities with warm
Like,
bodies. Numbers
it
bring revenue,
is
excitement, and
by
opportunities.
far not only one of the most annoying things for a consumer, but one of the most useless things for an advertiser because literally the consumer is just trying their utmost best to ignore them.
Yeah. Especially now, given that people are so cynical. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying that people are cynical to ignore advertisers, but that tendency plus cynicism. It's just like it's like you not only ignore them subconsciously, but people actually ignore them with prejudice, including me. I'm just like, oh my gosh, you gross. Now I'm not gonna click on your website simply because you made me click 3 different X's.
Or they're only getting worse, especially YouTube advertisements. Because it's like, it used to be, you know, it's the same as cable advertisements, you know what I mean? Allstate, and it was like trustworthy stuff for the most part, name brands and things of that nature. And now it's like you go to YouTube and it's just like an ad for a supplement that's not FDA approved, telling you how much, like, I don't know, poop you have in your body, just to list an example.
I know which one you're
And
talking about. Yeah. Your body at any given time is actually full of 11 pounds of toxic poop. That guy?
Yep. And it's just like, people were banned from YouTube for the exact reason that, like, the reason people were banned for YouTube is literally this guy's advertisement method. If we just blatantly lie about science, we too can sell you a product. You know?
Is it the poop guy? Is that the one you're talking about, or someone else?
No, it's the poop guy.
Oh,
Have you,
I just
have
saw
you
him
seen?
like the other day. Did he just get banned?
No, he hasn't got banned. Everyone
Oh.
got banned for coronavirus stuff.
Oh, that's
And
yeah.
the reason why the coronavirus stuff was banned was because, quote unquote, they were lying about the science. They were going against scientific consensus.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you know, equal standards. This guy's telling me that poop is giving me diseases, toxic waste in my body. I don't know about that, Chief. Matter of fact, I know a lot of people that are way more qualified than that guy is that do know about it, and they think he's wrong,
Nice.
you know, based on like every available study. Dude's literally trying to convince you that digestion, a normal human process, is killing you. But his supplement can save you. But Manscaped has some weird commercials. You ever see those? The like shaver
Yeah.
kits.
Bad time.
It's never like take care of yourself or anything like that. It's always like the weirdest it could potentially be. Or your son's genitals getting too hairy and making you uncomfortable.
Oh my
It's like,
gosh.
what?
I've never heard that in my life, but that was terrifying.
That is, so that's not verbatim what it says, but it's like, it cues in, it's like, is someone in your life getting too comfortable
Like your son's
with
genitals.
themselves? And it starts listing off like the people it could be, and one of the options is like your son.
Ugh.
And it starts talking about like shaving private area. I'm like,
No.
who is like this, you know, the setup there is you're buying is you're implying that they're uncomfortable that their kid doesn't shave at the age at which your kid needs to shave down there. You shouldn't care whether they do or not. Shouldn't be like checking up.
Yeah.
Like, all right, whip it out. Let me see.
Yeah.
You know, if you've been keeping your grooming up. Here's the thing. Is that is
I
the
hate
point
all
of this
of
whole
this.
conversation. Is it is uncomfortable. It should not be allowed on YouTube. But we should, of course.
That's funny. Wow, $838 photo. That's crazy. I just realized that my game was not on 4K. But now it is. Oh, that looks way better. Awesome.
Just casually runs over dinosaur.
What?
I'm watching the stream and you're like getting really close to the dinosaur. I'm like, imagine just casually running over the dinosaur.
Skadoosh. Watch this. This is majestic. One of the best parts of this game is the music.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious, and who's to argue?
I'm picking up the volume on your mic.
Oh, I thought that might be the case, yeah. Turn it down a little bit on my side.
So I do think on some level that what's it called? The Isle would be a better game if they just open servered and allowed people to make, you know, ridiculous mods to their server and game types and, you know, sandbox to beyond just sandboxing, you know what I mean? Legitimately let people sandboxes and mods and make it open and a lot of different ways to that. Just because what I want from it is honestly like different game modes. Because on some level, I really like the idea of realism. But I also know it would feel unbalanced, or it would have some issues long term. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you really made it realistic, your apex predators would be absolute monsters. You know, like I know there's a lot of debate surrounding how T-Rexes actually behaved and whatnot. But worst case scenario for the herbivores, adult
really
T-Rex and other T-Rex had such a drastically different bite force based on like the skeletal structure that they literally would not overlap in competition for food for one another, because the large T-Rex were strong enough to near exclusively hunt like the largest predators, or not largest predators, the largest prey herbivores. And it's like, so what that means is that you know, adult T-Rex would have literally no issues with just about anything. You know, it'll just basically walk up and take its pick out of a group of Triceratops.
Yeah.
As opposed to in the game, you know, you genuinely have to be wary around a Triceratops. And it's what's it called?
One of your dinosaurs has failed to incubate.
It is one of those things
I never
where
said bringing back dinosaurs was gonna be easy.
predators would feel better if they were just slightly overpowered And it's like, well, how do you make it to where not everyone wants a predator, and that doesn't just feel awful if you're not a predator? It's like, well, herbivores did have some level of defense system. You know what I mean? Most of it was teamwork, groups, you know. Like, that would be super fun for larger groups. Make them grow faster. Give them less, you know, food requirements and whatnot. And really just make it like a survival game, as in survival from attack game. Which, on that note, it'll be absolutely brutal to have like a broken bone, because then you're just relying on everything to protect you.
A Struthiomimus.
Yeah,
Interesting.
man, I'm just sitting here like, you know,
Another dinosaur that furthers the case of a direct
I feel like that would
linkage
be
to
fun
our
on some
modern
level.
birds.
and then it's like, you know, you debuff the predators a little bit, the apex, you know. They are less likely to spawn around, you know, other apex predators, so there's less grouping up. They grow really slow, make it a time commitment. Like, there's just, you know, tons of things that you could do. And of course, put a cap on them, you know, because the crocodile situation is absolutely insane.
Yeah, I actually found out today, I meant to text you, that because crocodiles eat one another in the real world, they are not going to have a cannibalism debuff for the crocodiles. So, yeah, it's probably not going to... We talked about, like, hopefully... I mentioned yesterday, I think, how hopefully the cannibalism thing will maybe curb it, because it'll remove some of their food source, but that's not going to be the case for them. So that's cool. It's fantastic, actually. It's just gonna be more and more crocodiles. Yeah, I don't really know what the solution to that is, other than just them having more variety to the point where people get excited about something else. Oof, that's expensive, and I don't have enough money for My mic's not muted, is it?
Nope.
Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't talking into the ether.
No, I was just kind of like looking it up, because basically almost any predator will be cannibalistic, and I just wanted to see how often they are cannibalistic.
Crocodiles, they'll quite often eat young crocodiles. They don't really fight each other for food, but they just consider smaller crocs prey. That being said, this might kind of balance out what I just said.
We are making great strides so far. I
Doy.
believe I may be on the cusp of something wondrous, and I have you to
kinda
thank,
healthy.
at least in part, for where I find myself. Now we need to
Sorry, I
incubate,
totally lost my
hatch,
train of
and
thought.
house our dinosaurs.
Oh yeah,
Then we will
they
know
were
if our
saying
efforts
that
will
like
have
the
been
game's
worth
not
it.
going to punish you for like eating something to survive. It's going to be more, so maybe it's less of a debuff, but there's a diet system that they're introducing where meeting specific diet standards grant you different kind of essentially buffs. So muscle mass, I don't know what all the stats are going to be, but it's like maybe speed, endurance, muscle mass. I would imagine maybe even like jump height and stuff like that. You'll have benefits for those if you have a balanced type of diet. And the same thing with the herbivores. I don't know exactly how they're planning on doing it, but if you eat more than one kind of plant, you'll you'll have more well-rounded stats and stuff like that.
Storm forecast received.
But
I don't know.
apparently that system's not too far away. Pokemon Snap.
Honestly, I think the Crocs would balance out if there was more cannibalism. I know that sounds really weird, but who would want to be a Croc if most of your Crocs are dying in the environment that they're supposed to be safe
Yeah.
and strong in? But they just have a tendency to group up, because I've noticed most of the apexes in Arima would group up with smaller, and they would just vibe in the same area. And I'm just like, that's rough, because the apex keeps away the land creatures that would take out a smaller Croc. So they literally have like no predators. And they're getting a healthy amount of AI and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, at some point, it's just that a lot of the community enjoys playing as them. I think they'd be more enjoyable if there were more species for them to eat. Hey, it's Nathan. Hi, Nathan. How are you, man?
Dr. Dewar here with another contract for you to look
Hopefully,
over.
sorry. Hopefully you're still here. I totally just saw your comments. I think I actually have this game on Epic. Yeah, they gave it out on Epic Games. The Predators do break out. I
I'm
just
Claire
restarted
Deering,
the game
and I've been
because
on these islands before.
I'm playing the Epic
On
Games
Isla
version of
Nublar,
it.
I
I
made
used to
some
play it on
mistakes, and I've
Xbox.
tried to set them right. I believe
have
in
it on
what we're
Nintendo
doing,
Switch
and
as
I
well.
believe in these
I
dinosaurs.
enjoy this game a lot, but since I'm in the very beginnings, it's a bit uneventful.
The more resources we have at our disposal, the more opportunities we have in furthering our understanding of these
Here, I'm gonna
animals.
set this child down and put her bottle in the fridge real quick.
Cool. We might be able to produce a Ceratosaurus. Let's see. 56%. I'm gonna wheat. Also, I don't have any money. So there's that. Oh, I can make a Triceratops. I could do a Triceratops. I'll try it. Yeah, I'm doing the campaign. Because you have to play the campaign to unlock the dinos. And there's a lot of expansions and stuff too. But I love this game just like as far as like for relaxing. The music's really fun. Obviously it's a pretty game. I just turned on 4K a minute ago because it was looking kind of fuzzy. I was like, what is going on with the graphics? I have everything turned on high, and I realized it was playing it in 1080p, which might be why my computer is heating up. Kind of uneventful in this beginning phase because it's just trying to teach you how to use the game mechanics. I already know how to use the game mechanics, but still taking its sweet time. No, there's not a ton of story. It is kind of cool because Jeff Goldblum's in the game. He voices Ian Malcolm. Claire Deering is actually voiced by wow, the actress Howard Brown. No, not Howard Brown. Ron Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas Howard. Thank you. The expansions have a little bit more story. Like the Return to Jurassic Park expansion. It has got Sam Neill playing Alan Grant. I think it has Laura Dern playing Dr. Sattler, and then Ian Malcolm Still. And that one has a bit more. And then there's, I forget what the expansion's called. I think it's it was a Jurassic World Dominion expansion, essentially,
Our
where
new
you
specimens,
rescue the
sorry,
animals
dinosaurs,
off the island.
are meeting
That has a storyline,
expectations.
but it's the
We
same
want them
basic
to
game.
thrive.
It's a park
That's your
builder.
next
You're managing the
assignment.
animals,
Making sure our specimens are properly
having
cared
new
for.
unlockable
In other
animals and
words,
stuff like that.
dinosaur welfare.
The difference with dinosaurs is that they have no point of reference to understand humans, so don't expect much in the way of thank yous.
I've been monitoring what you've been up to with great interest.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
did.
a little
I'm excited.
disappointed that Dr. Dua came to you for this assignment instead of bringing me into the loop as she should have.
Guardians of the Galaxy game
I'll
looked pretty
discuss
cool,
this
actually.
with her later.
It has that same kind of like lackluster side that Avengers has, where it looks like the MCU without being the MCU. It's hard to. Everything else kind of like pales in comparison after seeing Chris Pratt be Guardians of the Galaxy, or be Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy, and then all of a sudden they have these characters that take on their mannerisms but don't look anything like them and don't really sound like them either. But as long as you can kind of get over that little hump, I think the game looks pretty freaking cool. Mitchell, did you see that? The trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy game? Wait, he's
I saw some of it.
yeah. Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy game, and then what else? I know I sent them to you, or it was at least in the group chat. What else was there from E3? I'm totally blanking on it right now. Oh, Halo. Halo looks good. Halo looks great, actually. Alright, I need to take another photograph. Yeah, it's good that they're changing things. I think it's really cool in the same way that like Avengers is cool. They're both Square Enix, which means that they could absolutely do a crossover. I thought it was kind of neat that Square Enix was doing both of the Marvel games. Final Form. Yeah, Square Enix could be setting up their own MCU, which is a cool concept. Oh, they had a new trailer for the Black Panther content on Avengers. Still nothing else, right? They did announce, which is kind of a no-brainer, but they announced that they are working on Spider-Man 2. They have been. Go figure. Line up a nice Pokemon Snap photo here. Other species in the same shot.
Alrighty. So I'm not actually sure how I feel about Square Enix having it. I think it is a good thing if there's going to be intermingling between the games, but I tend to think games do better under competition. What I mean by that, and this is where copyright kind of like messes things up, because I don't think copyright should prohibit you from taking a universe and putting your own spin on it. I think copyright should prohibit you from redistributing someone's own original material. And it kind of becomes hard to define that, and that's why they're overbearing, where some countries are underbearing, and so on and so forth. Though arguably, on the topic of copyright, copyright is failed. Like countries that don't have copyright, it's not like
Isaac, how you doing? I got some cool stuff.
everyone can make something good. You know what I mean? Like if you know how to make a Tesla, doesn't mean you're going to be able to make a Tesla. Is one thing we've
Okay.
seen.
All right. I am all about the show. These
But back to the discussion at hand. I think Marvel is really well set to have a large variety of games based on the different.
I don't know what's
It's
worse,
just a vast universe, so you could have
or cropping them out as curiosities.
new planets, different characters, different power scales. And I mean, that's what you've seen from the what is it called? MCU, the cinematic universe. You know what I mean? Started out fighting in a cave, fighting terrorists, you know what I mean? And things like that to fighting Thanos.
Yeah.
But it's like it wouldn't constantly escalate, which is one thing they seem to be constantly trying to do in the MCU now. But it would actually in games be just kind of like scattered out there because not everything has to be interconnected, you know. Maybe it's like, you know, some superhero's getting his start. It's very down to earth PvE campaign solo player, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, whatever it might be. I don't know as many characters. I don't read the comics. Or you could have some sort of intergalactic threat. You know what I mean? And you could drop those in the same year and then be completely unrelated or related but not directly connected because people aren't usually as invested into video games as to want to see the full progression. You know what I mean? You can get away with skipping some filler. You can get away with, you know, focusing on this story here without releasing it before this story over here and things of that nature, because people will want something that has a down-to-earth feel and is a little more emotional, and then people will also want to play an epic, you know. Just give a little more leeway in video games.
Well, something that kind of works in their favor, and yeah, Nathan, I saw the gameplay demo as well. It looks pretty cool. That's actually what impressed me about it, because the cutscenes, I was just like, it's like Bollywood MCU again. But yeah, the gameplay demo looked cool. And Mitchell, on that note, I like the interconnectivity. I've always liked that type of stuff. It doesn't necessarily even mean that they have to do it, but I like that they have the option to maybe at some point have them interact. But that being said, the Guardians of the Galaxy game seems to have a very different gameplay style. Not so much that it's a different genre of game, because it looks very similar in that respect. You have a team of 4, and it looks like you team up against enemies. I don't know if you can play the other characters. It would stand to reason that you should be able to, but the gameplay demo was just with Star-Lord. But it was very much like a shooter, at least for Star-Lord, whereas Avengers is kind of like a beat-em-up type thing. It's the same type of concept, but the execution was different enough that it feels like a fresh game. It doesn't feel like a rehash. I think it looks pretty cool. And I would like if... I don't know how they do that, actually. It just wouldn't hurt my feelings if they had a mixed... If a Marvel gaming universe or whatever. I definitely want them to do that with Spider-Man and the Avengers, which they are doing, but I don't know if they're actually connecting the Spider-Man game to the Avengers game. Up to this point, they said that they're not.
Yeah. Well, when I say they're not interconnected, I don't mean they're not taking part in the same universe necessarily.
Okay.
I think a bad example that might get the point across is like you look at Halo and some of the offshoots. Like they had that one strategy game, and they had a Halo 3 ODST, which
Oh, you're
was,
talking
if I
about Halo
remember,
Wars.
hmm
Yeah.
which I
that makes sense.
remember correctly was what's it called? You were like investigating, a murder that had happened. Um, and it's like it's in the same universe, but Halo 3 ODST doesn't necessarily have to exist.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more of like a small scale, It's like the Spartans are doing their thing. They're the overarching story and epic. And while that's happening, also you have this sort of subplot going on that doesn't connect directly to it. That story doesn't need to be told, but it gives players a different feel. You know what I mean? In tone and narrative. I guess it's kind of like another example is when Star Wars was going to release 1313
Uh huh.
and then literally finished it and then deleted it.
Stupid.
The reason why people were so excited about that, not connected to the storyline, but built on the lore, built on the planets that we enjoyed seeing appear in the storyline, built on, like bounty hunters and what they were and what they did and how they interacted, and that's where I like gaming. Is I think in the middle of the MCU, had they just been like, all right, well, this is cool, but do you guys want a movie dedicated to, a backstory about Yondu or something along those lines? It would have been, what's it called? Really, I don't know how to frame it. It would have felt out of place.
Contrived
Mm-hmm.
or forced, maybe.
Kind of mad that my Rex didn't save, not my Rex, my replay didn't save.
Is that Hayden?
Yeah.
It is.
My Rex just got killed. I was almost 100%. I was on adult, and then my headset died, so I was switching my Discord to play off the game speakers, and apparently during the 20 seconds I was doing that, something came up and killed me. As soon as I tabbed back into the game, I was on the character selection screen. So pissed.
Me and Arcane got hunted by Trikes over at Trike Mountain.
He told me. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. And then my replay didn't save, so that's great.
Oh, so you couldn't even prove it.
Exactly.
Dabbled in photography.
What time is it right now? I feel
It's
bad
lunch.
because the last 2 nights you jumped on, I've been like, oh, it's time for bed.
That's one. I'm staying up all night. I gotta leave tomorrow anyway. Yeah.
Okay, that was impressive.
I feel like I'm dying.
No matter what anyone else says,
Oh, by the way, here,
science is
Hayden,
what
I
makes
will.
or breaks us.
I'm gonna post the link to our YouTube channel because most of the time that we're in here, I'm streaming.
Us and yourself.
I'll put it in there so you can subscribe if you want to, and that way you can see whenever we're streaming stuff together.
While you're in this channel, let me go ahead and play around with the roles and tell me what goes away as I take away and add certain roles.
Okay.
Good.
So I'll just take away this role, and I want to see what voice channels you have access to, as well as other channels. But
Alright. I think I still have all the rolls. Yeah.
If you did anything, I can't tell, Mitchell. Everything looks the same to me. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can take away your roll and see what you see. So if I take
kinda
away,
had